Hello and welcome to another Stamp with Amy K Facebook Live video. I am actually just out here double checking that I'm live where I want to be, which it looks like I am. Now I'm getting ready to pull up the comments here, so give me a second to get that all set up. So, all right, it looks good. I think I'm here where I want to be, and if you're joining me today, welcome, and to just say hey if you're out there, and if not, I will. You can feel free to watch it on the replay as well. So today we are going to make a little card with the Forever Lovely stamp set as well as the Butterfly Gala stamp set bundle. In the Butterfly Gala stamp set comes with a punch, and this punch has been turned off for ordering for quite a while because it went on back order a while ago, and they just within the last, it's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks, turned it back on for ordering. So yay, you can get the bundle again as an item, as well as just the punch individually. So if that's something you're interested in and haven't been able to order yet, definitely go take a look at it. They're both available in my online store right now. So I am going to go ahead and set a few things aside and get us ready to go on the card making. Again, this is the card we're going to do, fairly clean and simple, but that's sort of my style and how I like to make them. So, okay, so let us get rolling with this. First things first is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this sideways. This is a panel. By the way, I'm going to have all the cardstock cuts out on my blog tomorrow, so no need to worry about writing all that information down or trying to keep up with that. But this is 4¼ by 5½. I'm sorry, so it's the size of a typical card front. And then I've got a little bit of the Lemon Lime Twist ink that I'm going to use to ink up one of the images from the Forever Lovely stamp set, which I must say, I don't know if you are like me, I might have to have a little moment of silence for Lemon Lime Twist and when it retires here coming at the end of this catalog, because it's really one of my favorite greens ever that we've had. I love it and I use it all the time, as you probably know, because I use it all the time in my cards on my blog and videos and whatever. So, all right, so I'm just going to stamp that down and bring it back up, and then I'm going to come in. This is the flower image, and I'm going to use powder pink, which is also another one of those retiring in colors. Hey Patricia, thanks for hopping on today. Another one of those retiring in colors. It's going to be going away here at the end of the catalog, and while I'm inking this and stamping this, I will say if you have not purchased your ink refills and cardstock for in these in colors, you are definitely going to want to do that very soon, because the retiring list is going to be announced on Monday. And once things go on that retiring list, they're available while supplies last. And I shouldn't try to talk and stamp at the same time because I can't do it. Anyway, I think I got it on there fairly straight, so yay. They're available while supplies last, so just make sure that if you have not picked up your ink refills yet for this set of in colors, make sure that you go do it. And it's the Lemon Lime Twist, Powder Pink, Fresh Fig, and Berry Burst that you need to make sure that you've got. Just because I don't want you to miss out on getting those, and then you'll be sad, and you won't be able to find them, and people will charge you outrageous amounts of money later on to get them. So just make sure that you've ordered those before the very soon. I mean, the retiring list will be announced on Monday, and from then on it's while supplies last. So get in on it, get them ordered early. Hopefully you ordered them during celebration, but if not, get them ordered now. Get your cardstock packs ordered and all that sort of thing. So all right, and we're going to go ahead and stamp it again a second time on here. And that's it. So that's the basic background of the card. Just a little petal pink and a little bit of Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to pull out the Big Shot and the subtle embossing folder. So again, this is going to be like the shot of the back of my hand way up close. When you're using the dynamic embossing folders like the subtle is, it's one of the thicker embossing folders. You're going to put just the platform, just the Big Shot platform, the basic one on the bottom. Then you're going to put your embossing folder with the paper inside it, and then just a single cutting pad, and run it through your Big Shot, and that will emboss it. And I'll try not to wiggle the table too much. Get this up and out of the way here. And I like this embossing folder because it gives it just a little, like it says in the title, just a little subtle texture. I'm not sure how well it shows up on the video, but I can see it, and you'll be able to see it definitely in person. So it's one of my favorite embossing folders. And again, if you follow my blog, you probably know that because I use it like on everything. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead. This is Thick Whisper White Card Base. Hey Karen, hey Laura Lynn, thanks for hopping in. So thick Whisper White card base. This one is cut to 8.5 by 5.5 and is scored at 4.25. The actual card that I made that I'll be putting on my blog tomorrow is cut to 4.25 by 11 and then scored at 5.5. So either way, you can do it either way, whatever your favorite way to do the card base is. But they are both, it's the same size card cuts on everything else, other than just the actual card base itself is a little bit different. But other than that, everything else is just the same. So using a little bit of liquid glue to adhere on this panel that I've just embossed onto the front of my card base. Hopefully it looks like I've got everything lined up on here. Give it a little press and make sure we're adhered down well. And then I'm going to set that aside. I did go ahead and pre-cut so I didn't have to pull out the Big Shot and shove it right in your face a second time. I went ahead and pre-cut one of the circles. This is actually the third one from the middle, I don't know, second from the biggest, whatever. Anyway, so one of the circles from the Stitched Framelits die cuts. And I just cut it from Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to use a little bit of Flirty Flamingo ink and the sentiment from the Forever Lovely stamp set. It says, wishing you a lovely day. I'm just going to put a little ink on that, and because this is one of the photopolymer stamp sets, it's clear, and hopefully I will be stamping it in a way that won't look all crazy this week like I did last week. So I think that looks pretty good. All right, so I guess I can set this aside and I'll leave my ink pad out because we're going to need to use it for the butterflies. So the butterflies are from the Butterfly Gala stamp set, and again, it's actually the Butterfly Duet Punch. You stamp the butterflies and then you can punch them both out at the same time. But since I'm only going to be using the two small butterflies on this one, I'm not worrying about inking up the bottom part of the butterfly. I don't really care that much whether it gets inked or not. So I'm just worrying about the little butterflies today. And again, using a little bit of Flirty Flamingo ink. Gonna stamp those. Close this up. And then using a little bit of powder pink ink. And the solid butterfly image from the Butterfly Gala stamp set. Is it Gala or Gala? I don't know. I don't know how you say it. So I think you can say it either way. Stamping that over the top of the kind of lined butterfly image, and hopefully I'm getting them straight, which I think I did on both of those. So I'm going to set that aside and then show you one little trick with the butterfly stamp set that I have found. I don't remember if I've done a video with this before, but if not, I find it easier to actually punch the butterflies out first. All the little bits will go flying. And then stamp the little bodies on the butterflies. If you do it the other way around, I have found that the bodies, I tend to cut off the heads. And I don't know why I do, but when I punch it, the heads are always lower down than I think they will be. And then I end up chopping off their poor little heads, and then I feel badly because I don't want a headless butterfly. So back with the Flirty Flamingo ink to add in the little bodies. And again, the body is from the Butterfly Gala stamp set. And I'll stamp it down here. Then I usually get a pretty good image, and usually don't have the heads chopped off them if I stamp it this way. So if you want to avoid the headless butterflies, that's my tip for you on it. All right, so I'm going to pull back the card base, and pretty much got the front almost done. So got a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals that I'm going to put underneath the sentiment. And no, there will not be 49 of them. There will actually only be four little half ones, and that should be good. And I'm going to adhere that to the card front. And while I'm picking these off and gluing the little butterflies on, I don't know if you all have seen the blog post that I put up today, but I am very excited. Stampin' Up! Is actually changing manufacturers of the dies that they currently use, and they are also getting a new Stampin' Trimmer. So there are lots of details posted out on my blog about it, just using a couple little glue dots, by the way, to adhere the butterflies onto the card front. Lots of details out of my blog about it. Whoop, and I just threw the butterfly on the floor. See, that's what happens. All right, I get talking and not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. So, but anyway, they are going to be bringing out a new Stampin' Trimmer, and as well as a new die cutting machine. You're actually going to see when the retiring list comes out on Monday that the Big Shot is on it, as well as all the accessories that go with the Big Shot, and the Stampin' Trimmer and all the accessories as well. So if you have purchased Stampin' Trimmer, definitely go and get some blades for it. Right now you can buy them 3 at a time in the online store, and starting on Monday you're going to be able to buy them 6 packs at a time. So again, if you have purchased the Stampin' Trimmer and want to make sure you've got some trimmer blades to hold you over for a while, definitely go do that. And again, Stampin' Up! Is going to be coming out with a new trimmer, which I'm excited to see. Always good to have changes in that type of product line, and hopefully they'll come up with something new and fantastic that we all love just as much as the Stampin' Trimmer. So what I'm doing here now is I'm doing the inside of the card. This is cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and I am stamping. Did a little bit of lemon lime twist ink, and I'm coming back in with the powder pink ink and hopefully getting these lined up somewhat. And just going to stamp the inside of the card. And then use a little bit of snail to adhere that. Anyway, so I'm excited about the new changes that are coming. Looking forward to it. We actually are going to Onstage this weekend, and I will get to see all the new stuff then. And I will be sharing everything just as quickly as I can, get my act together and get it posted on my blog. So that's exciting news. I had a moment where I thought I glued this on the wrong side of the card. It is kind of a bummer about the trimmer because, yes, I mean, it is a nice trimmer, but I actually am excited to see if they come out with something that's a little bit more heavy duty. As someone who does a lot of paper cutting, I would love to have a little heavier duty trimmer. That's my thing, is like I said, I've got my fingers crossed for that. So, but the Stampin' Trimmer is definitely a nice tool to have, and it's good that they give us a little heads up so that we can sort of get ourselves prepared and make sure that we're ready to go and have purchased enough blades for what we're going to need for the next few months. So, but if you have questions about it, go take a look at my blog post. All the details are out there already, and you know, as things, additional information becomes available, I'll definitely be posting it for you. But up until then, like I said, ask questions. I'm happy to answer anything. And if I don't know the answer, then I'll go and find somebody who does. So, all right. So that's it for my card today. They were pretty simple, I guess. I don't think it even took me 15 minutes to get these done today. So, that's all that I had. Again, I'll be posting all the details for these cards out on my blog tomorrow, so definitely take a look then. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'm planning to be back next week, Tuesday, and hopefully I'll have lots of new things to show you from the Onstage event, hopefully some new stamp sets and dies and punches and everything else. All the goodies that we get, I'll definitely be showing you. And we are able to order, and I might accidentally press that overnight button again, so I'm hoping that whatever I order will be here on Tuesday too. So, so we can play and dig through my new things. Again, thanks so much for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will plan to see you all next Tuesday. Have a fantastic week, and thanks for spending a little time with me today.